Check one, check two. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Okay, if you can hear me, man, just give me a fist pump. We're gonna do it again. Check one, check two. Microphone check. Microphone check. Thank you, my brother. We are now live for the show. We thank those who are here to the Doordash Revolution live stream. We call it Take It to the Streets. We have Hulksmash in the room and others that are now joining our live stream. We appreciate that you're here. I have a grip on a topic that I did want to talk about, and I may still talk about it, but a few things has changed in the last 24 hours. Before we get into that, I would like to address the war between Hulk and Red. It was a very grueling duel, or shall I say, war challenge. Well, what you mean by that, derail? I already knew it was going to go down to the wire. These arch rivals had faced off so many times, and Hulk and I am going to do a show about it, and hopefully I can have both of the participants there to talk about their experience. But I know Hulk wanted to be able to talk about it in our post show analysis. And I want to give both of them, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for an outstanding production, collaboration, and show that had a power pack of information for us all that we all can relate to in this gig life. Thank you. Now to bring to my announcement of this segment of Take It to the Streets live show, the DoorDash Revolution live show. I have seen a video that Gig Mom done. I just got it recently, and I hope she get better. And she brought a lot of reality to what we all face doing this gig life, gig apps, and trying to make money in this gig economy and in the community itself. We hope she get better and all of that. Hopefully, I can probably pull it up. Let me go ahead and see, can I pull it up? I looked at it earlier. A lot of those that haven't, I want to give honor and recognition to her for her hard work. And, I want to also share her story and her experience with you. And I would like to do that at this moment. Let's see, can we pull it up? Let's see. That means I'm going to have to go to her channel. Let me look again, see did I see it in the. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to her channel. All right, hold on. Let me turn the volume down. Hopefully I can find it, because she just did it a few hours ago. All right, let's see. Can I pull it up? Somehow I don't have it. But yeah, she was talking about her hypertension and other things that she had going on, life circumstances and all of that. And I want to let her know that we got a chance to see that video. You know, I thanked her on it, and, you know, for sharing her experience with us. There's so many of us can relate to. You know, there's been a lot of misconceptions about the business that we do as gig workers, independent work, but we've been classified as independent contractors. A lot of us beginning to understand that isn't true. Hopefully one day I will do a show about it. It will be a part 3, because I already did part 1 and part 2. I want to do a part 3. And when I show those diagrams on a sheet for our viewers, it's going to make you think about the things that's being revealed that can become a reality to you. Our life is important, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of us take it for granted. I'm guilty of it. We all guilty of some point in time in our life. We took life for granted. When I was young, I took it for granted. I felt like I was invincible, untouchable. We have so many of our youth getting killed and dying now from all different types of circumstances. It's not always a drive-by shooting or someone go postal and shoot up a school. We talking about diseases as well, taking out people. One thing about that, they don't discriminate on nobody. Death don't. One day we all got to face it. We take life for granted. We worry about small and petty things, more so those things that are important and relevant in our life. And she brought that realization again, which is a wake-up call for even for your boy. You know, the challenges we face in doing what we do, the anxiety that comes behind it, the pressures that comes behind this business that we do. We out here in the elements, hot or cold, storms, inclement weather conditions, trying to chase that paper, ladies and gentlemen. We face the same type of anxieties and pressures of life as anybody that's out here have a regular job or whatever your occupation is. And we don't need to separate ourselves from it. The confrontation with other people in our world, right? Customer situations, customers versus drivers, drivers versus customers, right? Drivers versus drivers, content creators versus content creators, right? Trolls and all of that, right? I want to challenge each and every one of you that may think this message isn't relevant for you. Just take a look in the mirror of content creators' channels have something in common. Yes, sir, Hulk, life is very precious. Try and enjoy life to its fullest and try not to let the negativity control you. Negativity itself is drama, whether you're a participant of it or not. In life, we have all kind of negative things that happen. One driver can go in there in the restaurant, get their order, come right out. You walk in there and it take you an hour to get yours, and your package was sitting in the back and they taking their time giving you your order. That's negativity. Now, how do it escalate? Depends on the person or people, right? A lot of us are so petty. So petty. And when I mean petty, small and meaningless things, and we dump that trash in other people's plate. You don't know how that next person getting ready to react. You don't know how that person's day has been. That might be the wrong time to even do such a thing, and I don't condone it being done at all. Where the pressure was on me, I got to put it on somebody else. Misery loves company, right? Next thing you know, a driver gets shot. Next thing you know, a customer gets shot. I'm going to share a warehouse experience with you today. I don't know, have I done it before? I think I have, or it was on my other channel several years ago. There was two ladies that were working in a warehouse establishment. Had a disagreement, went on, and you can let your imagination go to work for you right now. What situation could have been? People be trying to get people fired, roll people under the bus. Still is saying I was the one make the mistake, cause other people to get fired on the job or get written up. Okay. One day, this lady, she left her job. Going home. The lady, I guess she had a confrontation with, followed her to her place of residence. I was doing the delivery and I was dropping off an order. The whole section, that whole block, was taped off with yellow caution tape. We all know what that means. A death has taken place. When the story was on the news and when we found out what actually happened, this lady that was a mother of three, come to find out she was a lead at one of those warehouses. As she was putting the key in the door, the other lady shot her 3 times. Listen to this for a minute. This is a real true story. Her children was on the other side of the door. Thank God they didn't get hit. Okay. They opened in the door, ready to see their mother. Their mother falling in the door, dead. That's right. The children witnessed her dying right then and there. Imagine what they did to them children, losing their mother. Because somebody was so petty and their gripe and grudge with that person was so meaningless that they wouldn't let it go till they follow that person to their home. They didn't consider that the children was on the opposite end of the door, thin as these doors are now. Could have taken the lives of the children as well. We all are responsible And we all need to hold ourselves accountable of our actions. Whether they right or wrong. Okay. Sometimes it's best for you to just let things go. Let it go. Revenge is not always the answer because you want to make yourself feel good. And then it escalates to a situation that you're going to have to regret one day. Think about that for a minute. Life is short, life is precious. In this space that we in, there's a lot of anxiety. In this space that we in, there's a lot of drivers going under depression. In the space we in. Okay. If you don't believe me, you remember I said go look in the mirror of content creators channels. Look at the mirror of content creators channels, even mine. You're going to see a facial expression of the struggle, facial expression of the pain, facial expression of being burnt out, facial expression of anxiety, facial expression of frustration, facial expression of anger, facial expression of depression. Just look at the GigTube content creators channels, include mine. I done showed some of that. Look at the expression of the content creator's face. It tells a story about that individual that words cannot describe. But yet the picture still gives the revelation of that person's life circumstances. Whether they admit it or not, is wearing on your face. That's why people will have to take breaks. Okay? That's why sometimes we have to step away just for a moment for yourself to have a peace of mind. All right? I didn't know this was the type of topic I was going to do last night because my mind was on 3 other different topics. But to listen to another content creator was courageous enough to have the courage to let somebody know this is what's going on with me. This is why I haven't been active on doing videos lately. She let us know that, and I applaud her for that courage. We should let that be a lesson for all of us that do this type of content. All right. The realities of this gig life that we all can relate to. From automobile accidents to automobile failure to confrontations with customers outside the parking lot of a restaurant establishment because people are too petty on meaningless things and us humans hold grudges too long because of a bad experience you had 2 weeks ago with a delivery driver. Now, customer, you want to make this delivery driver pay, and vice versa. Bad experience that a delivery driver had with a customer that probably just got away with it 2 hours ago. Now you finna pour that negativity on someone else's life. Customer that didn't have nothing to do with the altercation or confrontation or situation prior to you dropping off this delivery. People, we need to check ourselves. We need to check ourselves today. Let me tell you about an incident with me. Could have easily went left. I was doing a deliver that order. You see, I got my deliver that shirt on. All right. The lady made a mistake and put her home address on there. All right. But it was at the doctor's office or clinic where I supposed to drop the order off. I pick up the order, review everything with the restaurant, asking them, is this everything that's on that invoice right there? Because we don't know what the items are on Deliver That. You know, we don't know. So is everything there? Yes, everything is there. They had their list. They checked it off. Everything was good, right? I get there in a timely manner. I pull up and I notice something strange with this job assignment. Okay, I'm like, okay. I got 7 catering bags full to capacity, not including the bags I have for the drinks and ice and all of that. I see 5 cars in the parking space in their property. Nice house and everything. I said, this don't match up with the information that I have on my app here. It don't line up, but I'm gonna go ahead and see about it. I look, things looking strange to me, right? I knock on the door, nobody answer, but I can feel that somebody was there. I talked to the camera. I said I have active delivery. I said the person's name. Okay. No one answered, but I felt someone was in there. So I began to talk to the camera. I said, look, I have a delivery. And I called the lady's name. I said, it looked like it's a mix up with this here because I have 7 catering bags of food, plus other bags with ice and drinks, and maybe I'm at the wrong address. This looked like it should have went to a medical building facility. It had the medical building, abbreviated BMG, which means Baptist Minor Group or Baptist Medical Group, but it had a house resident address. I go ahead and I get in touch with DeliveryThat, tell them what's going on. I'm calling the customer not answering the phone. I called 3 times, right? The last time I said, I'm trying to get in touch with, I noticed that according to the delivery instructions, I supposed to brought it to your residence, but it has Baptist Medical Group on the invoice. All right, all right, all right. And I would like to be able to drop off this food. It's over $1,000 worth of food, and I need to drop it off at this proper location. Then I got in touch with DeliveryThat and all of that. Moments later, the lady get in contact with me. She said, "Oh, it's a big mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a big mistake." I said, yeah, I understand that it was a big mistake. I want to be able to get your food to you. I don't want your husband that happened to drive up and first thing he gonna assume is, what is this man doing in my yard? And it's gonna be some complicated situations. She said, you know what, you're right, but he be all right, but you right. Because when you called, he answered the phone and hung up. I was like, wow. And he's at the house. I was like, wow. The moral to this story is, ladies and gentlemen, that situation could have went left. We react off of assuming things before we find out the full story of anything that dealing with our circumstances or situations that we are in. We quick to pop off. We're in a pop off generation, a pop off society, right? We react first and ask for forgiveness later. Come to find out, asking for forgiveness later don't do anybody any good when you done killed somebody, family member, or somebody killed you. That's why it's very important that we talk about safety awareness in this community more than what we are doing. That is the reason why we need to talk about situational awareness more so now than gig content creators in the past. It's a call to action for all those content creators to hold ourselves responsible to accountability to do this. Even if it isn't anything but one video, one short, or one live stream and talk about a much needed topic of today. We talk about money too much in the space here. I'm guilty of it as well. We have become our worst enemies, and we wonder why people hate on delivery drivers. A lot of the content creators that bragged about the money that they made, a lot of those content creators was just in here, get their clicks and views, make their money, and they moved on to another niche. It wasn't intended to be here a long time anyway. The content creators that's been here for a moment, you're not the ones that I'm speaking of as far as I'm going to come in here and get my hit and run money and then I'm going to move on. I don't care how it reflects and how it affects your community. You're not the content creators I'm talking about. I call them fly by night ones. And you can go and you will see what I'm talking about. Man, they did content 5 years ago, still making money because they did evergreen content. Not even doing videos anymore, or they went into another niche. So you know that's what's going on as we sit and talk about these things. Right? Let's take in consideration that life is serious. Hello, Tasha, how you doing? We see that you're in the room today. Now, with the Gig War Challenge, there was a lot of valuable information there. The challenge of the war itself was entertaining. The challenge of the war itself was also information. The challenge of its war itself even addressed it safety issues. All right. And the struggle that we make with learning how to use various or multiple apps. A lot of those multi-appers really don't know how to use our apps correctly. How dare you, DoorDash Revolution? See, that's why I don't like listening to you. You always being judgmental. You're always condemning somebody. No, that's not the traffic I'm traveling on. Take a minute and listen to what I got to say. Let me use my experience for a wake-up call. Don't you know that ever since I got deactivated off of DoorDash, I found and discovered truth I may not have ever discovered if I'd have still been on the DoorDash platform. And I'm a multi-app, right? This is what I'm getting ready to say to all multi-appers. Some gonna agree, others gonna disagree, others gonna be like, who died and put him in charge? But all of you gonna know that this is facts, what I'm getting ready to say. But before I say it, I'm gonna ask a question. What's going on, Glitch Dash? Please have a great day, and thank you for everything you do. We thank you too, bro, for everything you do as well. You know, with the Glitch Gate situation, scandal, and all of that, you open the doors to a lot of things that now drivers are aware of. You forever will be remembered for that. Thank you. And others that participated with that campaign, I thank them as well. I don't have a list of where I can read everybody's name. So I don't want them to feel like, oh, he left people out on purpose. No, I said everybody that participated in that campaign. Everybody does mean everybody that participated in that campaign. All right. We got to understand, people. If you don't take care of your well-being, who's going to take care of it for you? You don't want to be the one that your life is in the mercies of the hand of somebody else that got that I don't care attitude. It can happen to any one of us. Matter of fact, I'm finna share my situation. Just recently happened. Dehydrated and everything. I'm drinking water. Good Lord. I know that the condition of my skin was looking different. It was looking kind of clammy. Not like it would look wrinkled if you've been in the water too long, in the tub or swimming. But it was getting close to that. Had a flat tire. Like I catch every nail in the city here in Memphis. All the wrench. Look like I catch every nail and every pothole in the city of Memphis on Olive Branch. Ugh. Can anybody relate to that? So this particular time when it went to try to plug the tire, it was a challenging situation of all times. I normally do like that. I'm gone, right? Not this situation. I pull up to a place where I know I can get some air, not gonna have any problem putting air in the tire. Go in here and get some change. Not gonna have any problem getting change. And I'm dehydrated. I go in there and purchase some Gatorade, some more water, right? Sweating profusely 3 times more than what I am now. My skin's just moist now. I mean, it looked like I had taken a shower. 98-degree temperature here. Well, others was laugh at this temperature and said, look, what about 120 and 130? I get what you're saying in those climate areas. That's why I don't live there. So I go in, deal with the cashier, purchase my stuff. No, you go to this machine right here. I said, I need $2 worth of quarters to use your air. That machine, put your money in it, it should be able to give it to you. I said, no, ma'am, it's not going to give me no $2 worth of extra change unless you program it to do it, unless I program it to do it. And I know it don't have this functionality to it. Well, I'm not going to go behind and open the cash register. None of that. Everybody got to go over here. That lady was rude with everyone. I said, I know how this business is working. You're not giving the great customer experience that this business wants you to give. Well, she let me have it left and right. I'm still trying to get $2 worth of change. Didn't get it. I had to drive another 2 miles to get the change. Then drive back. Knowing the tire's still leaking air now. Get there. Take the screw out. Air coming out real fast. Thought I was going to be able to push that bad boy in. Found out I didn't have no rubber cement. I'm like, oh, Lord. You try to use the old trick. Try to get some dishwashing liquid and try to use it, and other stuff I tried to do didn't work. Tire totally flat now. So you know when you're trying to plug a tire totally flat, it's not going to work. Put the screw back in it, right? So it won't leak out. Try to use the air thing. Come to find out, it wasn't working. Now I got to make some phone calls and everything. So, yes, Hulk. Yes, Hulk. And yes, Glitch Dash. What's up? What's up? Howard was in the room for a minute. Tasha in here. Glitch Dash said, everyone have here, please be safe out there. And I hope you make some good money and God bless you. He always do that, ladies and gentlemen. He always give us blessings on every one of us gig drivers that's out here because he's one as well. He understands how we face unforeseen circumstances. Hook made a good point as well. You had an interesting experience in this situation. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, very interesting. It goes back to the behavior, personality, and character of human beings that I talked about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I don't care that I don't care generation. Okay, in the meantime, I done lost a whole lot of my strength. So I attempt to try to get the tire off. But you know, they use the pneumatic tool to put them on. I didn't have the strength I needed. Plus, I needed a braking bar. I did have a braking bar. Had lost strength even using it. Went, slipped, fell down. That's right. Went to put down the pressure and strength on. And my hands were sweaty now. And slipped, right? And I fell down. Yes, I fell down. And when I fell down, they was looking at me like, huh. I was a strange object in the road. It was funny to them. I could have had a stroke. I could have had a heart attack. People walking, looking, and looking off like, okay, that wasn't nothing but a piece of trash went across the street there. Carry on business as usual. Trying to get up, rolled over and rolled over. Well, maybe they thought you was drunk. No, they knew I wasn't drunk. So I finally get up, struggling getting up now. Notice I'm dehydrated. I'm struggling to get up. I make a few phone calls. I get into a shaded spot. A little bit of water I still had left, I was drinking on it. I said, I just got to wait till I get some help. But we had a lady that kept going by there. I guess she was a store manager or whatever, in and out, waiting for the opportunity for me to leave the vehicle so she can call somebody to tow the vehicle. Never did say, do you need any help, sir? I see you struggling over there. She didn't have to help me with my situation. She could have made a phone call. Hold on, let me call somebody to help assist you. Is you all right? Is you not dehydrated out? You've been out here in the heat for a while now. That's what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of your health. Take care of your well-being. We are responsible for doing that. Because you don't want to put your life in the hands and the mercy of someone else that don't care. That can happen with any of us. It was exactly that. It was exactly that. It was definitely exactly that, Hulk. That's the reason why we got to do a show on. I'm drinking plenty of water and stuff. I'm drinking plenty of water. But I sweat heavy. All right. It has been said that you need to drink half your body weight in ounces. A 200-pound man need to drink at least 100 ounces of water. Okay. We ain't talking about drinking it all at once throughout the course of your day. When your eyes start changing and look a certain way and people look at you and try to judge you saying, oh no, man, he look like he's alcoholic or this and that and the other. Those are signs of potential premature diseases that's getting ready to happen with you. Kidney, liver, high blood pressure. The gig mom talks about this. She's experiencing heat when the temperatures rises, heat and the barometer pressure and all of that, your blood pressure will go up too. Ozone layers where it's almost unbreathable or hard to breathe for certain people that have asthma and other respiratory situations. You see, I got you, Howard. I got you. We'll talk about that a little later on, brother. Never think you will be put in a position to where you ain't asking for help because you don't have the strength to ask. It hits you nowhere near your phone. People walk past you, walk by you. They don't think nothing strange, or they don't care. Delivery drivers, if you see a fellow delivery driver, not even delivery driver, it could be a person you don't know. I know this is people that be faking that like something happening to them and something wrong with them and all of that, and ain't nothing wrong with them. I understand that people will use that as an excuse because it is individuals that do scam like that there. But if you have taken education on medical conditions and all of that of people of such things as such as this, you're gonna notice something don't look right. That's not common to the human body. We ought to be able to pay attention to that. If you're afraid to go over and see how they doing, get a few people to come with you. Get a few people to come with you. You know, so like I said, this was the episode I wasn't intending to get on because I wanted to do it with Hulk. We still got more safety awareness things we need to do, situation things we need to do. Now I want to make another announcement. Miko the entrepreneur has a very talented gift and skills. She have been watching different things that happens in our community, have experienced different situations with customer related issues and drivers having customer related issues and customers having issues related to Doordash and these other apps as well as drivers. Light bulb came on in her room, dark room, and the light bulb came on. And when that light bulb came on, she had an idea. A lot of the drivers talked about customer related issues and confrontations and safety awareness and safety awareness and situational awareness, such as myself and Hulksmash and others. So now it has came into immediate attention that maybe we need to do a movement about it. She addressed it with me in one of the comments on my video. It's time that we do a movement with the customers and drivers movement about the situation that's going on in the gig economy. You know, that will be a good thing. It will definitely be a good thing. Where do we start first? She already started. Videos like the ones Hulk and I do and others have started it. We got a lot of work ahead of us, though, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of work. Why you think that I was giving away from my customer tips that I was using? I didn't have nobody donate the Cash App and Go Me Fund, none of that stuff. I took it out of my cash tips. Starting with merchants and merchants and employees, giving them those that give that great customer experience, business etiquette, excellent professionalism, great communication, exceptionally great service. Exceptional, great service. To motivate them to keep doing what they're doing. That's making a difference in our world. They're showing somebody that other individuals, when you purchasing products from my business, you more than just money to me. went on the campaign. We did that. We didn't ask nobody else to do it. We did it. Get ready to get it back going again because I talked to a few managers and was talking to the employees. It piqued the attention and intrigued them. They wanted to talk to me. We exchanged phone numbers and hopefully we can be able to set up an appointment. They have busy schedules. I have busy schedules. You know, and make some things happen. Where we can try to bridge the gap in this community. I've been talking about bridging the gap for a long time. Now others are talking about it now. That's a campaign I will get involved in. With the restaurant owners and employees and customers. Somehow we need to bridge the gap, ladies and gentlemen, with the customers and where we can unite. You can't unite if you don't agree with each other. On a common goal. To bridge the gap means that we got to be able to relate with one another on issues out here with these gig apps, overcharging customers, and underpaying independent contractors. And I didn't say it at the beginning of the show that, you know, be sure to watch the replay. Any of my live streams that I do, others don't get a chance to see. Those 100 people, 133 people that get notifications. I hope you get a chance to watch the replay. Why did you give us a number 133? Because YouTube lets you know those that subscribe, those who hit that notification bell, get notified. All of them people sometimes don't get notified. And people miss notifications of replays of premiere and live streams. YouTube is now showing content creators and providing content creators with that information. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And take frequent breaks. Well, if I take breaks, I won't make any money. If you know how to utilize your apps in your market, and you should know about your market. You being a multi-apper, you supposed to know about your market on each individual app so you maximize the most on your returns on each app. Why did you think that when I did my pre-show analysis, I asked certain questions? Not just for George and Red, but for all of us that multi-app. Have you mastered each app individually? If you haven't, then you don't know the maximum return you can get off of that app. And blend it in with your other apps. You only know one way, majority of us multi-apps. Turn all the apps on. and missing money and money opportunities greater than you thought you could ever make. Losing money out there. I know what I'm talking about because, hey, I'm experiencing it. Wow, man, if I had to do this before I was deactivated off of Doordash, wow, look at the money that I lost not knowing this information. You hear gig drivers talking about that they using, and I'm guilty, that I'm using certain apps as a filler app, then you're not using your apps to its full maximum potential to get maximum rewards that will give you income growth. I done tried it with a few drivers and they told me, wow, man, I can actually make more money with this app versus that app. It because you didn't master each app individually. When it slows down on one app, you know for sure, okay, this app took me over here, but I'm in the area now. I can turn this off. The money done dried up on that collection pot, right? So I see where I can sit here and get orders after orders after orders after orders after orders nonstop. I'm in and I'm out. Less than 2 minutes and a minute and a half. I'm getting more stack orders, double stack orders, triple stack orders. Wow, I didn't know I can get all these stack orders like that versus I'm trying to stack a Uber Eats with a DoorDash, with a GrubHub. I'm sitting up on this one app. I'm getting triple stack orders back to back, back to back, back to back. I didn't know I could hit like this here. It's because you haven't mastered everything on each individual app. I talked about it 3 years ago when I talked about multi-app and myself and Cornbread. I took them videos down there. You see, I will be doing videos showing people that I made anywhere from $700 to $800 on GrubHub in one day. Not one day. Take that back. Scratch that. 1 week. And I made the rest of my money on DeliveryThat. There's a different characteristics in this market on how you can get your maximum returns on any app. I'm talking about GrubHub. I had also received large orders too on GrubHub. The number will be 7. In less than the 90 days, I've been doing GrubHub full time. You are correct. You are correct, Hulk. And this is what he said, ladies and gentlemen. You was listening to what I was saying on the war when I was saying how the one app sent me to place that I could change and make money. Yes, sir. Not only did you say it, you did it. You did it on live stream. Right along. That wasn't edit, that wasn't cut, that wasn't clip. Not only did you say it, you did it and you showed it. A lot of people didn't catch it. They didn't catch that. And so often when you and I talk and converse when we out here in these streets, you know, there's times when it's slow on GrubHub because if you don't know how to position yourself at the right location, or and you position yourself at the wrong location, guess what kind of orders you finna get? The ones that we complain about. Now, if you position yourself at the right location, at the right given duration of time, they keep coming to you nonstop. Hulk had witnessed it. He even mentioned, man, you just getting just as much orders as I get on Doordash. And Hulk do EBT different than everybody else. There are some other drivers in my market kind of do it the way he do it too. Yes, sir. His multi-apping strategies is different than others. And I'm going to tell you why without telling all of his secrets. I'm just going to give you a concept of an idea for you to think about discovering this truth for yourself. He learned how to use the maximum potential out of each app to get his maximum return. That's all I'm going to say about it. If that don't wake you up to start doing research for yourself and discover truth for yourself, I don't care what market you're in. What I just told you will work for you. You got to maximize in these two apps right here. You got to maximize your return income potential off of this app. Once you do that, then you can learn off of this app. Once you do that, then you combine multi-apping on these apps. Now, I'm getting ready to address the glitch deactivation that I talked about. Doordash and other people said I was lying. It was also happening with Walmart Spark too at that same time. And I was getting ready to do an episode about it. I got attacked. I said, well, I'm going to leave it alone. Since people are not experiencing what I'm experiencing, you got to be a certain content creator for them to say, okay, I can get on the AMAM campaign now. I said, I'm just going to let it ride. But others going to tell them about Walmart Spark within the next 45 to 90 days. Lo and behold, it happened. Dino was telling people about it. All right. Next thing you know, people getting deactivated, getting the email notification, all of this stuff. And found out, okay, it was a glitch is the reason I got deactivated. We don't understand what glitches are. Dino confirmed it. I told people about it as well. For every glitch, there's an update. For every update, there will be a glitch. Because they got to tweak the system live time. Real live time while you on active deliveries. That's when they trying to do these updates. There's going to be some glitches going on with that. But those not the only glitches, ladies and gentlemen. Glitches can come from everywhere. That's a broad subject. Now, on each individual app, have you mastered the understanding of the glitches, the glitch problems that you have on this app? Because the glitch problems you have on this app may be different than the glitch problems you have on this app. Have you even considered that? I know I didn't until 90 days ago. It was a reality check for me. If you looked at the Gig Wars Challenge, you will see all that information provided there. Between Hulk and Red, day 1, day 2, and day 3. You will see it there if you pay attention closely enough. You will see it there. I suggest that drivers get a chance to look at them episodes. And I'm going to tell you why, because they was live streamed right along. No editing, no cutting, none of that stuff. All right, real live action. And if you're a driver that's in these streets, you're going to understand the terminology and lingo of what these drivers are talking about. What they're experiencing is going to be relatable to what you have experienced in these streets, picking up and dropping off deliveries. Let's understand that the information that we try to provide. A lot of information channels get dogged out talking about there's no relevancy in information videos anymore. People don't believe that foolishness. Information gonna always have relevance in it. Why you think people go to YouTube if they want to find out something? If information wasn't relevant, we wouldn't have YouTube, we wouldn't have all these other social media platforms, none of that. The lesson that you learn, or the moral lesson to the story that you learn off of whatever you watch, should be a truth that you should be able to discover. There's a lot of negativity being put out here as well as positivity. Okay. Like I said, I didn't know I was going to go this route. This wasn't a planned episode because I was intending to talk about something else, something totally different. I wasn't even going to mention my situation. I keep a lot of my stuff. All right. A lot of people is faking when they do GigTube content. They find this as an outlet to get away from the reality of their struggles, of the anxieties, of the burnouts, of the failures that no one else knows but them and a few others. They come here for an outlet. If you come here for an outlet, if you use YouTube, people may disagree with me, but if you use YouTube as being your psychiatrist, you misleading yourself. You're misleading yourself. Think about it. You're misleading yourself. We got August. I got some business I got to do in August. I haven't finished. I also explained, yeah, he did say that. I wish the app programmers would set up a time when the app isn't in use versus when the app is in use. Yeah, we need to get notifications. We need to get 48 hours, 72, 24-hour notifications. Just like when Chime said they got to do some maintenance on their accounts, they let the account owners know that if you got an account with Chime and you banking with them, you know, we finna have maintenance take place this certain amount of time. If you need some money, you need to go ahead and address those situations right now. I'm paraphrasing and summarizing what was said. Notifications like that would help out a whole lot. Doordash, GrubHub, Uber Eats, last mile logistic companies, all of this. No, we're gonna hit you with the action, then we're gonna try to explain it after it happened. That's really being That's not really being proactive. That's being reactive. That's just like, okay, I done caused the fire. I'm gonna let the building burn down, and then we're gonna put the fire out. That don't make any sense. Damage done been done. We gotta take these things under consideration. We out here in these streets, looking at the behavior of people moving around in your environment. How you navigating and moving around in your environment as well. Customer and drivers issues with these gig apps. I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen. I'm saying what needs to take place for it to happen. I'm only gonna give maybe one or two scenarios. One thing, driver customers gotta be on the same page of these experiences that we're having. That means more drivers gonna have to start learning how to be customer on these apps, so they can be able to have that interaction and encounter with the customers. There are some customers that are drivers, or they have relatives that are drivers that explains the situation, and they're a little bit more well educated on what's going on, or informed on what's going on. To truly unite, we have to learn to agree. How's it going, information man? Peace and respect to you, brother. We appreciate you for tapping in. We're going to have to learn to agree upon something. We got to some kind of way be able to communicate with the customers, and the customers can be able to come on in our space and be able to communicate without being ridiculed. To where we can have a dialogue about these issues and situations and circumstances, and we discuss these things and the problems that we have, and can be related to one another, or one chain to another chain, and bring solution to these problems. One person said, "Man, that's more than right. People not gonna do right. Somebody got to do something. Somewhere in our own very way, we all got to do something." By being a customer myself, that's the reason why I give the business etiquette that I do. Quality customer experience. That's what I call customer service now. Experience, because it is an experience. Excellent professionalism. Great communication. You got to do it by having respect for your clients, and vice versa. Customers come into the parking lot addressing drivers before they get the order. That's unnecessary right there. You asking for the worst kind of reaction. Drivers going, knocking on the door, complaining about, "Oh, you should have tipped more." That's the worst kind of reaction approach to try to resolve a problem. Somebody gonna come up with an idea. Light bulb gonna come on. Someone gonna have a concept, strategy for a solution on where we can bridge the gap. Somebody is. Okay. So the thing is this here. Why is it, drivers, that you say that you're an independent contractor? This is your first, and you calling this a side hustle? You don't look at it as a business. Because as a business owner, you would say, look, I'm not going to continue doing like this. I'm going to I'm going to get my own contracts, my own private clients, take out the middleman. I got my own delivery service app. I can set my prices or negotiate my prices with my vendors, give them a sweet deal to where they can make money. The customer ain't paying these outrageous prices, but they still got to pay a fee now. And I can get paid what I'm worth. Hire some people that can get paid what they're worth. Go in business for myself because I'm not doing it as a side hustle no more. I'm not doing it like I'm a crackhead and receiving these crackhead prices anymore. You see, long as you do it as a side hustle, this is the results you're going to get from running a side hustle. There's a difference between side hustle and running a business. There's a difference there. If you want to continue running it as a side hustle, then those are the results of a side hustle. But if you're running it as a business, there's going to be a different results for you running your business, because you're going to have a concept strategy for your business, for your clients that you're doing business with. Let's think about it on that aspect right there. Let's think about it. What I just said, it deserves a round for applause, even though if it was delayed. So, there's a lot of powerful information that was addressed today. From my point of view, experience, opinion, perspective. How many drivers saying, look, these gig apps gonna drop one day. I don't have money invested in anything. We so often talk about people don't have money for emergency funds. Then if drivers such as us don't have money for emergency funds, then we don't have money for investments. That means we don't even have money on life insurance policies. We're not even having money on benefits for our family members. If we were to pass away and die, if we have an automobile accident, we don't have benefits for that. If you are truly independent contractors, you're getting ready to invest in yourself in the things I just got through talking about. Let me invest my money in multiple streams of income. Let me invest my money in an insurance policy, trust fund, will. In case something happened to me, my family would be okay. if you are truly an independent contractor. Don't use the term independent contractor loosely when you are penny pinching with side gig hustle, treating it as it is a side hustle. Claiming that you're an independent contractor. Don't even use the term if you side hustling out here in these streets. Penny pinching. Then you aren't an independent contractor. You aren't a business owner. If you have that mindset in this space here. So, is it a side hustle or you doing business? Which one is it? It's up to you to decide, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do that for you. It's up to me to decide as well. Those are things we do have to look at. Those are things we need to consider. That's why when I ask drivers and I ask the community and I ask, when you look at content creators' channels, look at the mirror of the channel, look at the facial expressions. It tells you the real life story of content creators. That some people look up to as influencers, as mentors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I done said a mouthful today. I hope that you digested to where it turned some light bulbs on in your room today. It's not all about you. All right. I got to look at it as it's not all about me. What I do, it affects and reflects on my family. What I do affects and reflects on my clients when I'm doing business with them. The doors of golden opportunity can be open, but it's up to us to know how to do it. You're welcome today, my brother. I have to thank you for what you have done. You and Red, the things that you have done to inspire me, your information man, the things that he have done to inspire me and other content creators that who names I'm not gonna call. That's not even in this space. That has inspired me, turned my light bulb on to try to start doing things differently. Doing things differently. I applaud those that inspired me. One day I may do that salute. Go down the checklist. I've been had time to write down all of those that has inspired me. You see, so my thing is, life is serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's serious. You know, you got drivers in here under depression, self-esteem shot, dreams has been killed because of the setbacks that we have doing this type of work. Doing this type of work. I know that a lot of us can relate to what I'm talking about, or you can at least understand. Okay. So what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is that time of the day. to consider them things when you're out here and stay and protect yourself. So what did I just do? Telling people to protect yourself, eat right, drink right, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. When you're navigating in your environment, surroundings, pay attention to what's going on. Situational awareness, safety awareness. You know, we leave that for the thoughts with you, ladies and gentlemen. We thank everyone that tapped in today to visit us. Like I said, we got a lot of things we got to do in the month of August. August is National Black Business Month. I got to get back on that page. Y'all take care. We're going to give you something to ride to if you're on these streets. If not, if you're at home and just relaxing, give you some soothing music, ladies and gentlemen. And create a mix so you can rock to. Until then, when we meet again, we will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.